possible I let them cook too long. It's time I try my hand at some crackers, some sourdough discard cheddar crackers, because we're having chili tonight, so I figured what better time to make crackers than tonight, and I want to transfer Jane into this jar. She doesn't need to be in a big jar anymore. I want to keep her smaller, much smaller, because I'm not planning on baking multiple loaves every single week, just this first time when I'm all excited and jazzed about it. Just kidding. I was under the impression that I had blocks of cheddar cheese. I just have bags of cheddar cheese. And I don't know how that's going to perform with the anti-clumping agent that's all over them. I'm going to use this shaved Parmesan, Asiago Romano, as my cheese. And we're going to make some Parmesan crackers with this card. I've never seen anybody do this, but I'm sure people have. And at least I don't have to dirty this. So it's a win-win, really. I have my oven preheating, and I have no idea how much Jane I actually have. We're gonna take a look, and then we're gonna use basically all of her for this discard recipe, and then we're going to transfer her to a smaller jar. And actually, we're not gonna use all of her. I'm gonna use most all of her because I'm also going to make donuts right after this because they can't be stopped. I'm gonna stir this around. She's still looking very healthy. She's looking hungry but healthy. She's looking exactly as a discard should. So I'm gonna use about half of this for my crackers and about half of this for my donuts. I'll just save aside however much I want. This is all of Jane that I'm keeping. I'm going to use this cheese, and I'm gonna kind of take my spoon and kind of smash it. These are gonna make a lot of crackers, I think. Also, I purchased this just in case Jane failed. She didn't, so I never had to use it. So now I just have that. Now I'm gonna pour it out as thin as possible onto this silicone baking mat. I think this might be too thick. It's gotta be like so thin. And the cheese in there should crisp up because it's just Parmesan. This buttery garlic and herb on top. A lot of people use everything but the bagel seasoning, but I want to be different. I think that these crackers are going to be too thick. All right, we're going to pop them in the oven at 350 degrees until they're about halfway done, and then we're going to score them and bake them the rest of the way. My crackers have been in the oven for about 35 minutes. So I'm going to take my pizza, what is this called? Pizza cutter, and score them into squares. These are certainly not crackers yet, but I'm going to stick them back in for another 30 minutes or so, and hopefully they'll turn into crackers. Some of them are getting crispy on the edges, but I think that they'll kind of brown in consistently depending on how thick the section of cracker is. We'll see. My crackers are starting to appear crackery, but not all of them. So I'm going to try and break them up because I feel like that's the right move. And then if they're not touching each other, maybe they'll do better. I don't know. Yeah. See this thicker one? Half of these are not. They need longer. These smell very sour. And I think it's because my starter was hungry. Okay, we're going to try one. Oh, that's good. It tastes like a Parmesan crisp, but like more substantial. All right, we're going to throw them back in just for a few more minutes. See if we can't crisp them all up. Oh, it's like a Cheez-It. This is so good. My life is consumed with Jane. It's possible I let them cook too long. They're all definitely crackers now. At least there's that. And we already tried them, so we already know that they're good. But of course they're good. I made them. And just don't cook them as long as I did, or maybe take off the ones that are crispy, too crispy. But follow along for more Baking with Jane and discard recipes and sourdough recipes and all the things sourdough, because apparently that's my life now.